And there are new guidelines as far as nursery school admissions are concerned in the capital. A huge debate has started. The schools obviously are not happy at all since their management quota significantly has been taken away completely. And the concept of a neighborhood school where the schools need to be within a 6-kilometer radius of where the child resides has clearly divided the educational community in Delhi down the middle. But what is the state in other cities in the capital, or rather in the country? Pratibha, along with Shashi Kumar, principal of the Blossom Public School, is joining us from Bangalore, and Amrita, along with Ramakant Pandey, former principal of the Agarwal Modern School, is joining us from Mumbai. Indrajit will also be joining us from Kolkata. But first, let's go to Bangalore and get a sense of what it is in the Bangalore city and how the nursery admission norms are different, if at all, from the capital. Pratibha, over to you.
Well, Maruk, considering these guidelines that have been introduced in Delhi, in fact, the principals of Karnataka schools are clearly find it very impractical. And I have with me Mr. Shashi Kumar, who really opines the same. Let me actually go across to him. So, do you actually feel that these guidelines are really impractical? And what are the rules and guidelines here in Karnataka? Will these guidelines actually pave the way for what is going to come in Karnataka too?
No chance of welcoming it, because there are lot of issues in this same issue, because 25% already even the Karnataka or entire country is giving the 25% of share for underprivileged and poor people, and forget about giving the seats. So far in Karnataka, this academic year we haven't got from the government what they are supposed to reimbursement. That is one side of the issue, because the government is not able to manage with its financial commitment. Second thing is, there are a lot of other there are various schools issues, because we are keeping this complete rules by keeping only a few volume, that is around 6 to 8%, who are called as allied schools or international schools. Keeping them in the mind, these rules are being framed, where this is definitely affecting more than 85% of the schools across the country. Because one should understand before framing the rules whether there are each and every locality has a good schools where the parents can accept it for their children, because they have got rights to ask.
So clearly, Maruk, the principals of Karnataka schools clearly feel that this is truly impractical, and that 85% of the schools really are not very elite. And considering this in mind, perhaps these guidelines only cater to such schools that actually charge exorbitant fees.
Amrita, is it the same in Mumbai as well?
See, in Mumbai, the majority of the schools starts from the KG, and there are very few schools they are having this other schools starting from this. Now we are having with me, I'm having ex-principal of Bansilal Agarwal Model School, and he is vice president of Mumbai Shikshan Sanstha Sangatna. Mr. Pandey is with me. So I would like to know what is the criteria here for nursery admissions.
So, since long the admission in KG, because nursery is hardly with some schools, but the criteria for KG admission was neighborhood, age, of course, first criteria 3+ in June, then the neighborhood, sibling, the ex-student, and such simple things which are in the locality, the parents, how far they are willing to cooperate, and how much time do they spend with their children at home. This was the main criteria, which was based on NCERT philosophy, which was propounded somewhere in 2000 by Dr. Ganguly.
And what about the management quota?
There is no question of management quota, and hardly there is any management in Mumbai which is interested in it. Unfortunately, they are compelled to break their own rules by the politicians, bureaucrats, who want admission out of the turn or out of this criteria for the reasons best known to them.
So we have seen the rules are almost same for public and private schools. Almost 5% management quota is there. Back to you.